Good morning. Here we are this morning again, and today is Oc- October the 8th, 2020. And as usual, we just record and go live. We don't edit. We bring it back up the report at the today briefing as we record it. And here we are ready to show you what's up for this morning. So to begin with, let me bring it over here and we're going to talk about this morning. I just happened to have a little cup of coffee and some cake, and I just finished doing my 3 miles. So I thought I'd share with you 55-minute 3 miles. And remember, I 80, so that's my doctor say that's okay. You know, I wonder if he's here when I'm struggling to make those 3 miles in 55 minutes. So share that with you. And I'm ready to go for the day. Got good news over here. Today's pick is FCL, and we consider that a buy. Is going about for $3 a share or so. It's coming up very quickly. So here's the SCF Fuel Energy is making about $2. I think it closed. We update it right now. I'll tell you what it is as soon as the market opens. So all righty, we got a recommendation is up 29 cents, but it had a big jump this morning. It went from yesterday close 245 today, so it's moving very well as we expected. So from here on, we recommend that this is a buy. However, remember that the kind of deal that I do, I'm not allowed to buy a stock that is less than $30. So therefore, as I do that, I have to do it with my own money, not with the fund money. So here we are, but it's a good pick, and it should have a fair breakout in the morning. So that's my recommendation for this morning. And then we're going to talk about a few things here. There's an interesting pattern that I want to show you, and something else that is involved include Facebook, Microsoft, and Apple. And there's some leakage of information here from the Department of Justice. As you know, the Department of Justice is getting ready to introduce some deals in there to break up some of these companies. They include 5 of them, which included Netflix, Amazon, and a few other ones, but also includes Facebook, Microsoft, and Apple. The interest pattern is developed that it led me to believe that somebody leaked the news ahead of time before the Justice Department made the announcement a couple of days ago. So let's look at this right quick. I think I got it in the next video, next pattern. Here we are. So I'm going to show you this, and I'm also going to show you this part here. We're going to have over here Apple. And I want you to look at this gap over here with Apple. And notice at the pattern that it comes up and then comes in. What I'm thinking is that right about this time, somebody leaked the news of what the State Department was trying to do, that they were going to come out with something and they're going to go after this company. So remember, this is Apple. Let me show you now Facebook, and how interesting that in the same day, Apple have a gap, Facebook got a gap also. The pattern get like this, and it's very interesting that in the same days when the leaked news somewhere on here, they got the news, the price start going down. Remember, let me go back to Apple. Look at it, gap on the same day. Pattern almost perfect to that. It's a little up here, and then it could go down again. And then we're going to look at Microsoft. Microsoft also have a gap one day after, right? Over here, pattern goes up. We come over here just like Apple, and then the price go down. So it's very obvious to me what I'm thinking is that somebody from the Justice Department, somewhere down the line, somebody got wind of it and they start selling the stock. They didn't want to be there until they find out what is happening. Even so, the prices are different. We can see here that Apple is at 200 and it came from 230 to 210. We can see that Facebook is at a different price level. It was at 300 and it dropped to 260. So we're looking at about $40 drop here. And of course, probably because it will affect more Apple than affect the other company, uh, affect more Facebook. And here we got Apple with the same way. We're coming from 135, now we're 115. So we got some losses in there too. That's about 5, 10, 15, 20. It's about $20 drop. They also can be affected more, but it's interesting pattern that those things can happen. So going back to that, we can went ahead and we made a chart, a drawing, pictures of it on all three of them, and now we can see here that Apple on the same day, Microsoft, Facebook, and just one day on Apple change it, the whole thing. If we look at it on the same day, these two, it's exactly the same day. They have moved like that. Apple follow a following day. The pattern look very similar when we see here as it comes up like this, make the same deal. And just about the same week that is up, Microsoft and Facebook got almost the same U shape here, U shape here. This is a ragged U here. Then the price start going down, going down, going down. So you have to, for you to be aware that those things can happen, leaks, news leaks, or government doing something. I saw that one time with AutoZone. AutoZone was planning to sell some of the factories and auto part business that they own. And gradually you can tell that for 2 weeks, the indicators were going down and the price went flat. And then the day that they announced that they were selling those positions and business that they own, AutoZone dropped $80 on the opening. And a lot of people got hurt. The reason I know is because a guy that was making money with options, that day he found himself on a situation where he's telling me, he said, why AutoZone dropped $80. And when I look at the chart, that I was not tracking AutoZone, and I don't even do that today, that's what I find out. So I thought I'd let you know about those things. So we already got what is the buy for the week. And later on, we're going to make a video about equity price volatility. So I thought I'd share this with you this morning. So you'll be on the lookout. Sometime today, we're going to have the video uploaded to YouTube also. And what is implied here is like the stock is at $50. And they had to do with the volatility of the options too. That over here we got a 68%. In other words, when we look at the price, that it go $50, it can go down to zero. And if this is the middle of it, then if we can go 50, then it can go up 100. 50 the other way. But normally the stock track between 40 and 60. And when you take this and put them in a bell curve situation, which is a proportional distribution of, you can do this with lottery, gaming, and anything else, and you can tell what combinations are more on one side than the other. Over here, we're using it to determine the price of the stock. We're going to invert this particular bell curve on this position. So you're going to see it like that on the chart rather than seeing it the other way. We're going to have to rotate it again until we get a square way here on the right position. So what we're going to discuss is that the price of the stock, let's say that is 50, it can drop 34% to 40, right? So we had $10 in either direction, and that makes 68% of the total price change. any direction from this point at a given time. And the 16% of the rest of it is coming through here gradually. It keep on moving until you get the 16%, which should be 16% added. So when you added this percentage all together, equal 100%. So the stock could go down to zero, more likely don't happen, right? This is what is less chances of going to zero, and at the same time is much, much less chance. We can go to 65 and 70, but your chance of going up to 100, it goes even less and less chance to jump that quick. So this is about it for today. And I just wanted to share this information for you. So watch out for the new videos coming up. And that's about it. So happy trading and have good luck with all these stocks that are coming up. And remember, we recommend to buy this energy stock for you. So take care, have a good day, and we had the other video ready sometime today, upload at Facebook. I'm sorry, on YouTube. Have a good morning. Let me have some extra coffee and some cake. And we see you on the other side of the line.